So just a quick lockdown video today about the state of the courts in New York State. Very basic stuff. First of all, we have two court systems in New York State, the federal system and the state system. We'll talk about each. First of all, the state courts right now are all essentially closed. There is one courtroom basically in each county that's open for emergencies, but there's a directive from the chief judge in New York State directing that nothing is to be filed in any court, even by electronic means, but for some of these emergencies. And there's a very small group of emergencies that are directly listed out. To the extent there's any other kind of emergency, I'm sure the court would entertain that type of an application. But right now, state courts are all essentially closed for civil matters. There was a new directive today which came out which suggests that the state court system will be moving to virtual courthouses next week. It should be implemented in New York County early in the week and the rest of the counties later on in the week. I think that basically means we'll be working by Skype and Zoom and other video conferencing services, but they call them virtual courthouses. So it sounds like the state system should be up and running again. There is electronic filing that's already been in place, so it shouldn't be too hard to start filing again. And as far as appearances go, it sounds like they're going to have a system in place with Skype or Zoom or one of these other services. The federal system has remained open. There are directives we've put out on our social media when they came out from the chief judges in those courthouses about restrictions as far as appearing personally. So they're trying to keep access to the courthouse down to a minimum. So there's some criminal appearances, but generally speaking, any civil matters are going to appear by telephone or video conferencing. And that's not uncommon anyway. Many judges will do conferences by phone anyway, so there's not too much of a change there. And the federal system also uses electronic filing. Again, that's been in place. That's routine, and it's usually mandatory. So there's not too much change there. Judges are working. There are decisions that are coming out. In the state system, too, there are decisions coming out. We've posted a couple of those in the past few days, some interesting employment ones. So the federal system is largely the same, except that some personal appearances are not taking place. Jury trials in both the federal and state system have been suspended. I don't know when those will resume, but those are the big changes. There's two administrative agencies also just wanted to talk about quick that affect employment law. At the federal level, there's the EEOC, and they investigate charges of workplace discrimination. They are open. They also have canceled any in-person interviews and intake processes, but it does seem that they are accepting new cases and they continue to investigate filed cases, and you can check the status of pending EEOC matters on their website. And at the state level, there's the New York State Division of Human Rights. They are open. I have actually emailed them personally to check that they're open. They are accepting new cases, and again, I expect that any conferences will take place telephonically. I haven't seen decisions come out from the State Division yet, but I know they are working, and so I would assume that we can see some decisions coming out from them as well. Any more questions about how the coronavirus pandemic is affecting employment law and the court system, please write us and we'll get back to you.